but at least the units that they do have are pretty solid. So yeah, they're not terrible, they're just not the best. And then my allies over here, we have the Grand Duchy, or just the Duchy of Lithuania. It might be the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. And then over here, we have the Crown of Aragon. These guys are really good. This is a solid faction. They have a lot of different units. And then we're taking on a very strange alliance. When I say very strange, I mean very strange. We have the Latin Empire teaming up with the Empire of Nicaea, and then we have the French. Which, you know, the French being there, that's not too weird. But the Latin Empire and Nicaea, they hate each other. They would never, ever fight together. Watch, someone will point out somewhere in history where they actually did, and I just sound like an idiot. But yeah, I don't think they ever, it wouldn't make sense. But yeah, let's look at the army comps. We're gonna go really fast over the army comps, except for my army, because we've never seen this faction before. But let's start here with my skirmishers. I have 3 units of the Azat archers. They seem to be pretty well equipped, well trained, and of course they've got the shields on the backs, which is always a plus. That means they can use shields in melee hand-to-hand combat. And then I'm bringing 2 units of crossbow sergeants. You got to get that armor piercing capability. And then for my cavalry, I have 2 units of the Armenian heavy cavalry. So they're not too flashy, but they're pretty dang good. And then for my infantry, I've got about 5 units of the Armenian heavy infantry. These guys look pretty awesome. They're all pushing up siege towers. Let me go ahead and just show you real quick. Very cool. And then for the rest of my infantry, I have 2 units of Highlanders. These guys obviously are not super elite trained professionals, but they're pretty good. And then back here, I have 3 units of the Armenian heavy spearmen. These guys look so awesome. I don't know what it is about them. They just look so, I don't know. I love the uniforms. I love the shields. It looks great, and I'm excited to see them in battle. And I have a catapult, and my general is over here. So yeah, I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's like a Nakarar guard. Yeah, that's probably super close. Yeah, there's my general. So let's, you know what, let's do slow motion because it is going to begin soon. So Lithuania, they are bringing about 3 units of armored spearmen. They've got a couple units of noble swordsmen, and the rest of their infantry is armored infantry. And then back here, he has 2 boyars. Here's his general, the Lithuanian Grand Duke, 2 catapults, and 4 units of the Ruthenian archers. So moving on to Aragon, who is bringing about 4 units of crossbowmen. He's got a good amount of the foot men-at-arms, and he's bringing some heavy infantry, which is considered a polearm unit, which, you know, they look pretty cool. And then, let's see, I think he's got more heavy infantry. He's got some sergeants, high period, pushing up some siege towers. Here's his catapults. His general is back here, the king. And then he's got some pikemen, really good for choke points. And here's more heavy infantry. So that's pretty much his army. Moving on to the defenders, we'll move even quicker. So France, let's see, where are some French troops? Well, France is mostly defending this side. He's got some very awesome Scots Guard. Very cool to see them. And then we have some halberdiers, so 2 units of halberdiers, and he's bringing a good amount of sergeants. And I think he also has some crossbows. So that's pretty much his army. He also has a catapult, I believe. And then moving on to the, let's see, who do we got here? The Latin Empire, who's bringing some culverines. So these might glitch out the game a little bit. If you see the arrows, you can kind of look close. See how they're like dancing around there. Sometimes it messes with the replay, but honestly, it doesn't seem too bad. So it looks good. And then for his infantry, he's got, I believe, Latin knights, and he has some archers somewhere in the mix. I think he has some Latin crossbowmen. Unfortunately, I'm having a tough time finding all these units, but you will see them throughout the battle. And then the final player here, which is the Empire of Nicaea, bringing some spears, the Skototoi, and then he has the Gasamolai, I don't know, some crossbow unit. He's got some catapults, and I think he's got the Varangian Guard, which I need to show you guys because they're so awesome. Here they are. Oh my god. Oh yes, the Varangian Guard. I think this is one of the best units in the game. You can only get 1 of these guys. They max out. They're so good, you can only get 1. So those are pretty much the armies. Let's go ahead and start this battle. Alright guys, so here we go. Here is the start of the battle. You can see the siege towers moving forward, the artillery focusing down this section of the wall, so we have another breach to run through. If we look at the defense, just a massive army. Just look at this. This is going to be terrifying trying to bring this down. Also, the balance of power, it almost looks like it's in their favor, which makes things even more difficult. But it is really close considering the balance of power, which is not a good sign for the attackers. But they do have a bit of a light defense here, which is smart. They do want to try to take advantage of these arrow towers, which do a lot of damage. So to take advantage of them, you got to fight next to them. So he does have some forces here. Looks like he's going to have some French sergeants ready to hold that breach and hold the line. You can see that the wall has already crumbled down and Lithuania is now moving forward. I would almost say Lithuania should hold back because he is taking on most of the resistance. You can see that like most of the forces are protecting this wall, and there's a reason why they are doing that. It's because it's so close to the town center. So that's why they're probably defending it to the last, and also you can use this to flank around different choke points. So I think that's why the defenders are putting up such a huge defense here. And also, I just wanted to show you this. This is really cool. This has nothing to do with the battle, but you got like this destroyed old wall over here, and then they built up like this makeshift wall to kind of protect the back. I don't know. It's just little things like that I think is just awesome. But yeah, here we go, guys. Oh, we actually have some infantry charging in. Here we are. All right, so the first infantry collision course has begun. French sergeants taking on the heavy infantry of Aragon. Here comes more French sergeants, so he's gonna send in 2 units. And I'm quickly trying to get my ram to this gate here so I can try to, open up another breach point and flank around these guys. And also, I want to capture this this gatehouse so I can destroy these towers so they stop shooting at our troops. Let's move on over here where we do have the Lithuanians getting ready. It looks like they're going to charge in here soon. There is a breach in the walls, which is really awesome looking. And then he's now trying to take the walls. Here they go, guys. They're storming from the siege towers. It looks like they're taking on some French sergeants. Here comes the rest of the siege towers moving in. They are getting hit from archers from down below, which is great. Look at that, moving forward. Oh man, so cinematic, so awesome. I love siege battles in this mod. It is just so great. We got more, oh, here we go, more Lithuanians coming in.
Of this place smile upon you.
And at the same time, the gate has been opened. My axemen are now charging at the backs of these French sergeants. And the Empire of Nicaea, they are aware of this. So they're going to move in and support their ally. They're going to send in their spears here. Charge! Beautiful charge indeed. My axemen are in trouble. There we go. So I'm trying to send in another unit of axemen here to quickly counter that charge. Oh, look at the officer. Oh, he's got a white cape. That is awesome. I would wear a white cape into battle. That's so me. Alright, so here's more troops charging for the walls. That heavy infantry. And here comes the lag, guys. There's just so many troops in one area. Attila is, it's so poorly optimized that it's going to get pretty laggy. But it still looks great. Looks awesome. Come on, keep jumping. They look so goofy when they jump down. But it's not as goofy as Medieval 2, that's for sure. Yeah, just keep charging in. Overwhelm them with numbers. So here's a bird's eye view of that wall fight. Oh, and look at this. Trying to take the breach over here. We've got a thick wall of just steel and men. Oh, and the catapult coming in. What a shot. That was a deadeye right there, doing a lot of damage. So yeah, the heavy infantry trying to break through. Both sides just really hesitant on trying to, push too hard. We also have some arrows coming in. Oh, how terrifying would it be in this situation? That would be awful. But yeah, that's really intense fight going on there. Oh, I saw an opportunity. Okay, crap. Slow motion here. I saw an opportunity. I noticed that he left some catapults in the open here, so I was able to sneak in my cav and get a cav charge here. So I'm gonna do some better view of this charge. Really cool. Here's the view of one of the horsemen if we were riding in this unit. Huzzah! But yeah, we're gonna do some slow motion here and there during this fight because it's that intense. There's so many tactics going on at the same time. I really want to try to show you everything. But this was a great objective to go after. I might have saved a lot of lives by taking out this catapult. So good job by me. Good job, Apollo. You're so good at this game. Thanks, man. But yeah, here's the fight over here. It's still going on. Looks like they're sending in more and more troops fighting for this epic breach point. And the walls are still going on. Okay, so this is where I decide to send over some leftover swordsmen. I noticed if there's some, there's some gaps in between my allies' siege towers. I was gonna send in my infantry and kind of reinforce with his invasion because he is taking on the toughest defense. And if we look over here, my axemen are breaking to the spears of the Empire of Nicaea. And we'll go ahead and do normal speed again. But I also noticed that they left this street not protected, and he is holding on this side, and I noticed a great opportunity to flank around and crush the defense. Also, my ally has some troops taking these walls. We got a nice battle over on this side. But let's go ahead and watch my epic flanking charge here. God, Apollo, you're just so good at this. No. Yeah, that's why, most people don't defend the outer walls because you need so many troops and you gotta watch out for the, shot in the back there. But here comes the charge. The men are like, oh crap, we're surrounded. That's awesome. Yes, rally. There we go. The fight is really getting intense. I also see another opportunity to use my cav here. You can see more cav units charging in. Oh, this is where the battle really starts to get laggy. I'm so sorry about this. But yeah, charging in. I'm going to go through the streets here, and I'm going to go for those crossbows. But he was well aware of the charge. Well, let's see if I can get a decent charge, even though he is retreating back. Let's see. Come on, guys. Yeah, that was a pretty good charge. It was all right. Took out a lot of crossbows. Archers and artillery is so important in siege battles. But again, let's go ahead and do slow motion here just to make the frame rate a little bit better, and we can get a better view of what's going on. So a lot of buildings are on fire from attacking and defending artillery. My cav, amazingly enough, they are surrounded by infantry, but they are still fighting. These guys are tough, so that is good. I'm just kind of distracting a lot of forces over here, and I'm getting my siege towers to the walls. They're getting there. Well, I guess I'm microing in other spots of the battle. So there we go. I'm finally moving it. That is good. Because my ally, he is in desperate need of help. So here's this fight still going. I love this fight. Let's do normal speed here. Every time I see a battle like this in a choke point, it always reminds me of the Kingdom of Heaven, which that movie's not very historical, but it's a good popcorn movie. And at the very end of the movie, there's a scene like this where the Christian or the Crusader soldiers are holding off the invasion force. And even though they're outnumbered, they fight on. Very cool. All right, so this is not good. Lithuania is breaking on these siege or on the walls here near the towers on the walls. So I really need to get my troops over there as fast as possible. Finally, I'm getting some of my Armenian heavy infantry in range to take these walls, and I can take out some of the French forces here from a different angle. And we are going to surround their troops. I'm also pushing okay, another slow motion here because things are getting pretty intense already. So I'm pushing my troops through the streets. Actually, let's do a tactical view here. So you can see that I'm pushing my men through the streets. I've got some swordsmen that are going to try to flank around and attack the troops on the walls. I have my archers moving forward. I was trying to save my archers because, yeah, looking back here, I realized that they're going to hold back a lot of their own archers. So this battle is probably going to come down to a pretty intense archer battle. My cav is still alive over here, but they've seen a lot of action. Look, you can see the artillery fire. Look at that. Look at that. That is cool. Yeah, they're going after our troops, but most of the defense over in this section has been crushed. And now, oh, sorry. I always clicked the wrong button there. But now we got to continue to push and help out Lithuania. So, yeah, the French are holding this this entrance here, so I can't send in reserves to support Lithuania. But that's okay. I've got my siege towers. Yes, pouring in more troops. Pour in more troops. Charge. There we go. Help out Lithuania. They're in desperate need. This is where the men on the walls, you know, the Lithuanian troops are like, ah, yes, reinforcements. The battle at the gates. This is awesome. Taking on the French halberdiers. So what just a brutal fight for this wall. One of the most brutal fights for a wall I've ever seen before. Now artillery coming in, firing, it looks like at reserves and archers, which is always a great target to go after. I mean, they still have a ton of troops just holding back here. So we still have a lot of work to do. And we're just kind of gathering up our forces. You can see that there's some resistance in the streets here. French sergeants really holding back the heavy infantry of Aragon. And here comes another charge. I got my axemen going in after these sergeants. So France is really committing a lot of his forces to hold these outer walls. So that I appreciate. But my axemen, they're going to lose this fight if they stay in this battle for too long, if they don't get any support. So I'm sending in some Armenian heavy infantry. I'm going to go through this gap right here and go right behind the sergeants. And let's go ahead and do slow motion again because I don't want to miss anything. So here we go. They're going to flank around like that. So that's a pretty good situation. We're starting to take control of the walls here. I mean, just look at all of the soldiers fighting for this thin layer of wall. It had to be a just, you know, you would see more troops just falling off the wall. I mean, there's so many troops on the walls. It's ridiculous. Let's see how the battle's going over here. Still pretty close. I think the defenders are actually going to be able to, well, actually, Lithuania, they're outside of the breach point. They're kind of flanking around here. And the defenders are getting hit hard from arrows coming in. The Lithuanian archer force, man. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, that guy got hit right in the neck. Oh, yep, left and right just getting slaughtered. Oh, dang it, I keep... Sorry, guys. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I'm such a nub. There we go. So pretty cool. Let's do normal speed. Alright, but they're definitely holding at this wall here. And I need to send support to help him out at the gate. He's losing a lot of men to the oil at the gate. I sent in some cav to do a rear charge here. Try to take out these French sergeants so my ally can break through. And now my spearmen are getting into position. The rest of my army is moving in. This way is clear, troops. You're now free to move in without any enemies killing you. But yeah, keeping my archers alive is going to be key. I also have some crossbows up here, firing down at defenders, using the walls against them. And that flank worked over there, so we destroyed the sergeants. I'm going to go ahead and try to flank around again. That was a really smart move there. Did you see what he did, the French player? He kind of charged out some of his troops to stop my reserves because I was trying to go to the gate to support my ally who's stuck at the gate, who desperately needs help. But eventually I just continue to push anyways. I'm like, whatever. You're pinned down. I'm just going to move around. So here we go. Here comes another charge. Yeah, the French just did not have enough troops to stop my my reserves here. Oh, there we go. Okay, charge now. Quickly. Lithuania needs our help. There we go. That very crucial flank there. And I'm trying to get rid of these troops so my ally can move forces over this way to send more support at the gate. Oh, they're using fire arrows now. So they're trying to break the will of our people. Not this day. So yeah, Lithuania broke through over here. This is amazing. That was really, I mean, look at all of the death. Oh my god. Most of them probably dying from arrows, not so much in the melee combat. But we have more forces charging in, trying to take out the, again, more sergeants of France. France really spammed those sergeants. I'm seeing them all over the battlefield. And most of the walls have been conquered on our side. Well, actually, you know what? There's still a pretty intense fight going on here. But you can see that most of them are wavering. A lot of his crossbows are stuck in the melees as well. Look at this fight. Oh, Awesome. So yeah, massive break here on the walls. Finally, we are victorious, and I can take my swordsmen down and prepare them for the second wave. We've got this great push over here. We're breaking the defenders at the gate, which is really good. And I noticed that there really wasn't that solid of a defense here, so I wanted to keep pushing, but then I noticed that the Latin sergeants are coming over to reinforce this section. They realize that they have to hold it. They cannot have any weak spots in their defense, or their entire defense will crumble. So yeah, I'm trying to quickly break through, send in my swordsmen, keep up the push, keep up the pressure, keep charging. All right, let's see what else is going on here. So spears are just kind of taking shelter behind the buildings, trying to avoid archer fire. I'm trying to set up my archers. We got a little bit of a, let's see, a little bit of a standoff here. Is he actually firing his crossbows over these buildings? He is. Oh, here comes some defending archer fire coming in. Oh my god, that is so awesome. How terrifying would that be? So yeah, a bit of a skirmish battle going on between the two armies. I'm kind of more focused on this flank, trying to help out my Lithuanian ally. And there we go. I go ahead and push. And this was a mistake from me. I shouldn't have done this. This is way too aggressive. I was kind of hoping that I would catch their defenses by surprise, but I was too late, and I decided to commit anyways, and now I'm just fighting this very unlikely battle that I'm going to win. I mean, there's no way I'm going to win this skirmish fight over here. I mean, look at all of the Latins. So many Latins. Alright, so I saw an opportunity here to move up my crossbows. You can see that they're on a slight slope. So this is a perfect target for my crossbows. I should be able to wipe out a ton of them. I just have to hold them here with my infantry. So this isn't a terrible mistake, but I still think I should have been a little bit more patient. Now look at that wall of just red and gold. And there we go. You can see the bolts and arrows coming in. Oh, and here comes more infantry charging. Very nice. So Lithuania's here to help. So let me go ahead and turn on the HUD. You can see my my archers are in position, my crossbows. And they're gonna get a little bit closer, get a better you know, better shot, better target. Come on, fire, guys. What are you doing? You're not firing. There we go. There we go. And his archers are focusing down my archers, which is smart. Oh my god, they are dropping like flies. But yeah, we are doing some pretty heavy damage against, look at that position with the spearmen. That is so awesome. So yeah, we're taking out quite a few, but we're also losing a lot. I've got my archers now closer behind these buildings. Oh, it'd have to be so hot near this burning building. But yeah, I'm firing over the buildings, trying to take out his archers. So we've got an intense skirmish going on over here. This is my catapult over here. I'm now trying to take out the key element to their defense, which of course are the skirmishers. Go ahead and get rid of the HUD here. Look at that. Look at all these archers. Very cool position. I like this little second layer here that they're holding at. Oh, how just awful would it be in this skirmish battle? Here comes more artillery incoming. Need a good hit. Oh, there we go. That was a pretty good hit there. We just got to break the will of these crossbows, or we're never going to be able to take this fortress. Unfortunately, it looks like the defenders are taking control of this breach point. I don't know what he's doing here, but he's charging out his troops. I don't know if this was an accident or what, but I told my ally, charge in your cav. Get your cav over there and run down, trample those crossbows so we don't have to see them ever again. So there we go. He's charging in his general, Lithuanian Grand Duke. He's going to charge into the swordsman. Not a great charge there, unfortunately, but we are putting pressure on this flank, and I am also sending over my general to that side to support him. My general's got some pretty impressive lances there. Got a healthy unit, healthy general unit. And we got a lot of fighting going on this side as well, so it's pretty intense. The balance of power still dead even. The amount of troops, we actually have 800 more troops than them, so that's pretty good. I think at the start of the battle we only had about 200 more, so we are making some progress. But his troops are breaking. His heavy infantry He's got some crossbows set up here. And let's look at what's left. Look at this. He's holding back his mercenary men-at-arms. That's, you know, that's so sneaky of them. Because at the time, I didn't see these troops. I could only see these troops. And I was like, yeah, this is good. But my allies' general died in this fight. But was it worth it? I don't know. But I saw an opportunity to run down these troops, and I took it. And unfortunately, we did lose a general from that aggressive play. The fight's still going on over here. You can see a lot of Latin soldiers have been killed because of crossbows and archers, but they're going to continue to hold against my ally and myself. But we're so close at breaking through finally a breach point to get past these guys. Oh, jeez. Okay, so over here I started firing my catapult, trying to weaken other spots in their defenses. I've got my infantry ready to charge over on that side. Oh, and the general's charging in. Very bold move from the Emperor himself, Emperor's bodyguard, trying to take out some of my archers. That was actually a really great use of the general's bodyguard. I was trying to quickly get my spears in position to try to protect them, but I was too late. I did take out a couple troops there, but he's going to get away pretty healthy there. And my catapults got really close to killing him as well. So we got a lot of great general play going on. And here comes another general running around. This is the Latin Knights. Let's see what's going on in this front. Looks like, oh, the defenders are getting really aggressive here, sending in some spears to try to flank around the foot men-at-arms, which is really a gutsy play. They're not going to win this engagement.
We've revealed their deception. Hit the troops.
So I saw an opportunity to send some troops over because they were not protecting the street. He did try to charge forward to stop my reinforcements, but I am going to be able to, well, actually he's slowing down my troops here with his guard. But I was trying to get around these guys to surround them. But a nice rear charge from the Emperor once again, taking out my spears. Man, we gotta take out that Emperor. The men are wavering at this position here. And we've got some swordsmen returning to the fight. A lot of archers focusing down our generals. So yeah, my general's taking some casualties there, which is unfortunate. But you can see their archer force back here. Look at this, archer militia just spraying down the death. I do have some crossbows up here. I decided to push them up on this wall. It's such a good position. Just firing at whatever I can, you know, find, whatever's in reach. Come on, fire at those swordsmen. Those Latin sergeants trying to retreat from the fight. Alright, so finally I'm able to break through. He's going to get another rear charge from his general. Oh, God. That is awful. That was such a good charge there. And that is causing a lot of morale issues for my spearmen. And look at it, he's wiping them out. My spears did nothing so far in this battle. They've done nothing, is what I meant to say. But still, I'm helping out a little bit. This is a great chance to kill the general. Enemy general is dead. Which one is it? Which one is it? Oh yes, it was the Emperor himself. He is dead on the battlefield. That is really, really good. Their morale could shatter at any time now. My general is still alive. I saw an opportunity here to try to charge in and just run down these archers back here. But you can see that the Latin Empire is just closing in with their sergeants here, the Latin sergeants. So my general did not get an opportunity to charge in, so I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. Now let me go ahead and do some slow motion here to explain what's going to happen here. This is a very crucial part of the battle, and well, honestly, a mistake from me. So you see that my general is in range of crossbows. Never do that. Every good player will focus down all of their archers on your general, and we are about to witness what my general is about to go through. Watch this, guys. All right, so here we go. We're charging. I'm probably looking for a unit to flank around and get a good hammer and anvil on. You know, what they've been doing with their generals. It's a very gutsy move, but it's kind of needed in this situation. Actually, you know what? I think I'm trying to go for the crossbows. But hang on, let me zoom out here so I can really show you the pain that my general is about to face. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Look at that. This is worse than the Red Wedding. This is awful. Yeah, just like that, half the unit is slaughtered. Here comes another volley. Here's the Emperor in his white cape. Oh, he's so... Oh. Hold. He's got an arrow in his shield that almost hit him in the face. Come on. You can do this. Look at all the arrows coming in. This is just terrifying. I don't know why I told my general to charge in like this. But the Latin Empire doing a great job in protecting his crossbows, and it wasn't worth it. Come on, general. Oh, you're dead. You suck. You suck. Alright, so there goes my general. He's fallen on the battlefield, mostly because of those archers. That was a really gutsy move, and it didn't pay off. But, you know, sometimes, you know, there's no risk, there's no reward. And that's going to be really bad for my army. The morale is going to just shatter, and lots of troops are going to break. I do have some infantry left in reserve over here. This is like an untouched. They lost like 4 troops so far, so they're pretty healthy. But you can see that the balance power is still really close. Here comes another charge here. The foot men-at-arms trying to break through this small defense. That's really, if we're going to win this battle, it's all about just breaking through the choke points. Here's the Varangian Guard. Oh god, what a battle of elite soldiers here. Varangian Guard against foot men-at-arms. I'm pretty sure the Varangian Guard are better, but we'll see here. It's gonna be a pretty sweet battle. All right, and then I think we got crossbows holding this flank, trying to protect the backside of their foot men-at-arms. That's never a good sign. Oh, here comes the king. He's actually, oh man, the king's pretty depleted here. I think he's trying to flank around. I don't know what he's doing. Oh god, keep your general alive. Yeah, he's gonna try to get a rear charge here. Nice. That was needed. See, sometimes you just gotta be risky with your general. Sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't. I've got more swordsmen trying to take out archers. The Latin general, the Latin knights here with the general in it, they're doing a lot of damage to my swordsmen. Alright, so here we go. I saw an opportunity to crush the French, the Count of Anjou. Trying to close in the gap here. Here comes my reserves. I do catch them by surprise, and we do have the king, or not the king, but the Count surrounded. But nearby we have some mercenary men-at-arms to support the French general.
Ready for orders.
Come on, Armenian heavy infantry, come on. Where is the Count? I don't know, but he's somewhere in the mix. His bodyguard are getting chewed up from my infantry. So yeah, I was just going for generals at this point because I wanted to break their morale. Oh, jeez, some arrows coming in. Oh, is that him? I think that's him. I'm pretty sure that's the Count. Look, he's surrounded. He's like, keep fighting, boys. Oh, he's dead. Okay, I don't think that was him. It would have said something. Maybe we already killed him because he's breaking. So whatever, he's off the battlefield. So this is it, guys, right here. We got to break through the choke points. If we don't, these archers are going to destroy us. With the death of my general, it's not looking great. The balance of power is shifting in favor of the defenders. This fight is still going on over here. The Varangian Guard doing a lot of damage to the foot men-at-arms. Oh, and here comes the Latin Knights to take care of these crossbows. Oh, jeez. I was really hoping my my ally would get a volley off from the crossbows and kill the general. You can see the general right there in the red cape and the white uniform. Looks pretty awesome. Yep. Not looking great, guys. There's 2 minutes left in this fight. Do we have enough? We did break through this choke point, and now I'm going to try to chase down the archers, and very wisely, he's going to retreat his archers this way. So I'm kind of just pretending that I'm going after the crossbows, and then what I'm going to do is flank around and go after these mercenary men-at-arms. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The last ally has fallen on our side. What? I guess he died over there? I don't know. I guess he broke. I don't know how he died, but whatever. Oh, man. Foot men-at-arms. Are they breaking? Oh, no. He's just retreating. He's falling back. Oh, the Varangian Guard, though, are breaking. This has been a tough fight. Both units are breaking here. But the Varangian Guard are going to be victorious right at the last second. There's still hope. Most of their army what's left of their army is just mostly archers. Here comes some fire arrows coming in. Oh, it shields up, man. I'm going to charge into these archers. These mercenary men-at-arms are coming back to fight again. They've kind of got us surrounded here. This is really what's left of my army. So I think it's safe to say that, well, we're defeated this day. There's only a minute left. Not much time. Well, I mean, it's a replay, but you know what I mean. The balance of power is way in favor of the defenders, and I'm just not going to have enough manpower to break through their defense. But man, what a close one. What an absolute close one. And now looking at the oh, by the way, we do have some breaking over here, so hold on. Hold on. We might see something turn around here, something crazy. Maybe we take victory here at the very last second of this fight. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not even going to pretend. We don't win here. There's no way. There's no way. Those Varangian Guard, man. They're so tough. They're nasty. Nasty boys. But yeah, we're defeated over here. But yeah, considering the balance of power at the very start of this fight, I'm very happy by the performance of my team. Yes, we are defeated here today, but overall, with my army, my faction's not that good, and I'm pretty happy with the amount of kills my troops got. Let me go ahead and show you the results here. So my army, my swordsmen, all of them getting over 100 except for this unit right here. So that's really good. Those Armenian heavy infantry. Now I did have a lot of money left over, so I put a lot of chevrons on them. Also my axemen, look at this, Highlanders, doing really good, which is really surprising because axemen are not good in this game. And this is a lower tier unit, so that's great to see. My archers could have done a lot better. Crossbows, I know they got over 100 kills, but they could have gotten at least 300 kills. But they just had so many archers to fight us off. And then Armenian heavy cav doing okay. Catapult could have done a little bit better there. My spears did pretty crappy. But yeah, overall my army did well. They did really well. They did a great job. Looking at my allies' army, so here's Lithuania. His archers did pretty well. His cav did pretty well. His infantry not doing super great, but overall pretty awesome. God of War, who's leading Aragon. His footmen at arms, of course, getting 200 kills each. No surprise there. His sergeants doing okay. Spears really, or his heavy infantry really struggling there. Let's see, heavy infantry late period doing okay. His catapult doing all right. And see, his crossbows did all right. But let's real quick look at the results of the other teams. Here's the Byzantine Empire, the Latin Empire. Pretty solid numbers there. And then here's the French with all their sergeants, man. So many sergeants. So that's going to wrap up today's battle. This one was really cool. It was really intense. You guys should check out the live version. It's on my Twitch channel. There's a link in the description. Just go to my already recorded videos or whatever it's called. It's a pretty long video because there's so much lag. But yeah, you can see, you know, the strategy and what I was thinking during those very important moments of the fight. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, a share, subscribe if you want to see more epic battles. And I'll see you next time. Hey guys, what's up? It's Pixelated Apollo. Thanks for stopping by and welcome back to another online battle of Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD for Total War Attila. Now this one's going to be a little bit different because we are playing on a modded map. You can actually go to the Steam workshops and download some custom maps. This one is really cool. It's a river fort, so me and Jackie Fish, we're going to go toe to toe. Jackie Fish is defending it with the Kingdom of Hungary, and I am commanding a massive army, 40 units of the Kievian Rus. Very cool faction. This is probably one of my favorite factions just because they have such unique looking units. And also, they have some Devor and the dismounted Devor. One of my favorite archer units in all of just Total War. It's just such a sweet looking. Look at this unit. Look at those shields. They're just waiting in the trees, waiting to kill. Alright, so I do have quite a bit of an advantage. I've got 800 more men, and I think my quality of troops are a little bit better. But, of course, he has the defenses, he has the defensive position, and unfortunately, you can't destroy these walls So it's probably it's gonna be pretty easy for him to hold these choke points right here. So he's got to really use that against my numbers to try to defeat me today. But again, we're trying to play this battle as if it was a real life battle. He's got a lot of troops just kind of hanging out on the outer, like the outskirts of the fort, you know, trying to protect very important strategic positions like this river crossing right here. Look at real quick, look at this this unit here, the spear militia. The textures are missing, and it's like this ghost unit. It's hilarious. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out the army comps. So I pretty much got my army split in two. This is going to be one force. This force is commanded by the general, and he's going to attack this front side of the fort. And then my second force is in the forest right here. They're going to march across this river crossing and attack the other side of the fort. And both armies, or both halves of this, pretty much have identical forces, like identical troops. So looking at my army, I've got like a ton of Devor. So I'm bringing a lot of archers. I have the Rus spearmen, which are really cool looking. God, I love spearmen in this game. It's amazing. I'm bringing a ton of catapults. And I have the Moldovan warriors, which is a very interesting unit here. I just love the details so much. And then I have, excuse me, some dismounted Drazina. So these are like the heart of my army, the main infantry. And then over here in the back lines, I've got some giant axes to you know, destroy the shields of my opponent. It's the Rus Guard Axemen. So awesome, very manly men. And like I said earlier, this army is just like a pretty much identical copy of the other force. So we're gonna now look at Jackie Fish's army. Again, he is the Kingdom of Hungary, bringing about 2 units of spear militia. They look cool because they're invisible. He's got 2 peasant crossbowmen, so this is such a cheap force he's got protecting this river crossing. And then he's marching out his like outer defense force. It's the Moldovan warriors. So he also has this unit. Very cool. And let's see what else has he got here. Some sergeants. Look at these guys. I love the Hungarian shields. They're so amazing. And here's more of those warriors. And over here, this is his like main defense. And look at this unit. Oh my goodness. The Pavizers, I think is how you pronounce it. They've got the Pavi shield. The art on these shields is too much. Massive shields. Hungary is probably one of the best factions as of right now in the game because they just have superior cav and infantry. Also, they have really good archers. So they're just like, they're pretty much like Spain of Medieval 2. They're just really nasty. And it's so cool to see that because I'm a big Hungary fan. And then we've got his general over here. He's actually dismounted his general. He's got some catapults. And he's got more spears. This is a spear sergeant waiting in the forest. God, this looks so cool. It is so awesome. Like, this is the closest we're going to get to Medieval 3. He has some Pavi's crossbowmen. And, of course, more spears over here doing a square formation. Here's more spears watching over the walls. He's got some halberdiers in the, like, outer trenches over here. So awesome. Here's another unit, and he's got more swordsmen over here, some sergeants, the heavily armored sergeants. And then on the other side, let's see, I just like getting the close-ups here of the units here. More sergeants ready to fight. So those are the armies, guys. We're just setting up our forces, so I'm just gonna make a quick cut here and start it back up once we begin to move out. Actually, you know what? It seems like we're moving out now. Alright, so you know what, instead of cutting it, we're just gonna fast forward because it will be such a shortcut. Because what I'm gonna do is begin the attack, begin the assault, and go for his outer defense here. Now, I guess the scenario is that war has broken out between the Kievian Rus and the Kingdom of Hungary. And this is like an invasion force of Hungary. And the Kievian Rus, they formed up a counter-attack army. And they had their scouts, and they reported that the army was pretty massive, and they need to build up defenses. And, well, I guess they didn't realize how massive this army was, so they are in for a rude awakening. And I guess we could say that Hungary raided this town over here. I forgot to show you this, but it's like a burning town in the background. So cool. Oh, man, I love mods. They just bring life to Total War. They really do. Alright, so here we go. I'm getting my archers into position. He's got his men trying to protect the village over here. I noticed that there's some farmers over here, and I just was like joking around, like I'm gonna send up my general this way and kill some of these local peasants. Even though, like, if we're talking about that scenario I just brought up, it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense because I'm killing my own people. But whatever, you know, maybe I'm just pissed. Maybe these people like pledged their allegiance to Hungary and are like, no, you traitors, hunt them down. Look at this peasant lady. She's going in for battle. Oh, she's going toe to toe with a very elite. Oh, she's dead. Okay. Oh, he's sending in some infantry now to try to take down my general, but I was like, nope. And now I'm setting in my spears, forming shield wall. Get ready. We are the men of Rus. There we go. So the fight has begun on the outskirts of the fort. My archers are, my dismounted Devor are about to fire. Actually, you know what? I've turned them off fire at will, so I forgot to turn that back on. But it looks like he's trying to go for a little bit of a flank behind my men. I was a little worried about that, so I sent forward some warriors over here. Try to get them into the fight quickly. And if we head over to this side, I've got 2 units of warriors ready to cross the river. But I'm going to skirmish them down a little bit with some Devor. So my secondary army getting ready to cross and get into position. Here's my general. Oh, I forgot to show you the cav. I have no idea how to pronounce these names, so bear with me. But the general cav unit is like Nazgard, something like that. Here's a hammer and anvil. General already getting his sword wet. And I'm just going to continue to do cycle charges. Here comes the reinforcements, some swordsmen going into the fight. And look at this, his troops are already breaking. They're wavering from the sight of my general. Yes, they're breaking. Their outer defenses are crumbling. My spears are holding so well, they don't even look phased. Look at the blood already on them. They've seen action. They've seen some things. Oh, look at the guy cheering back there. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my goodness. War is hell. You know, say what you want about Total War Attila, but the newer games, they've done such a great job on making the battles feel real. Like, the animations are really cool. And, you know, you zoom in and you occasionally can hear soldiers talking to each other. It's just little things like that that really make Total War just come to life. But, you know, of course, there's always that Warscape engine that really just, like, makes it not come to life. But here we go. We're breaking down his defense, and now he has another force over here. He's got 3 units. They're looking over at the flank, and they're like, oh, God. Why are we ordered to hold out here? Oh, here we go. The arrows are coming in from my Devor. You can see them going overhead. I made sure to turn up my music and my sound effects. Hopefully it's not too loud. I felt like the sound was too quiet in my other videos. And here we go. I'm slowly marching across. I've got my men in shield formation to try to protect themselves against the peasant archers. Here goes the peasant archers about to fire. Men, we are ordered to hold right here. We will not break our defense. Oh! I'm attacking invisible people. Invisible people bleed too. Oh my goodness! Did you see that kill animation? That was amazing. Stabbed him right in the stomach. Nice. Alright, so now I'm using some tactics over here. I'm getting hit by artillery. But I'm going to try to maneuver around his force. What he's got over here is his soldiers are back to back, trying to protect all their flanks. So he's got his sergeants back here, and then he's got the warriors over here. So I'm preparing my troops to try to attack all at the same time, all around him, to try to break his, you know, his morale. But the spears are breaking pretty quickly. That's no surprise right there. So let's get a nice cinematic shot here of this cool river crossing fight. Break their will. Those damn invisible spearmen. Why are they wearing clothes? They should just be invisible and assassinate everyone. Alright, so let's go back to this charge over here. Yes, we are maneuvering all around him. I got some Drazina into the fight now. Let's go ahead and turn on the HUD so we can see everything that's going on. His little defense here of being back-to-back is actually paying off. The troops are not instantly breaking, but this is a huge cluster of a fight right here. It's kind of hard to tell, like, who's who because we have similar units. In fact, the banner over here is like the Hungarian banner for my warriors. Oh, look at, we got the officer right in the middle. Look at him, he's so awesome. He's like, man, do not be afraid. As he like, he's like slowly backing into the center. He's like, crap, 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 help, help. What do we do in this situation? Not looking good. So this goes on for quite a long time. Even though he's like completely surrounded here, his men hold. You can kind of see their battle lines here, but really it's just a mess of troops. Come on, Drazina, take him out with your axes. Oh, it took out an officer there. Alright, real quick, let's see what's going on over on the other side. We're beginning to cross here. He's continuing to use his peasant archers. He's focusing down my warriors. Not a huge deal because these warriors are pretty low tier. They're not like the best unit I have in my army. But, you know, I don't want to lose troops if I can avoid it. So I wasn't necessarily paying attention too much, and I just now go into loose formation. I probably should have just went into shield wall, to be honest, but, you know, whatever. Here's the rest of my army about to cross. Look at this force, guys. This is going to be the force that takes this fort and stops this invasion army. And this battle is still going on. I have begun the bombardment phase with the catapults. I've got a lot of catapults. Oh my goodness. That sucks. This halberdier unit is so important to his defense. And seeing them burn like that, that's going to be pretty tragic for his defense. Man, I love these little banners over there. That's so awesome. Oh, the halberdiers. Oh, look at this. I didn't notice this last time. The walls here are burning. Cool. Amazingly, they stopped burning though. Like, oh, was this burning? I didn't notice. They're perfectly fine. Alright, so back to over this fight. Amazingly, his troops are still holding. Oh, look at the officer with the purple cape. Oh, I love seeing these unique units just do battle. Let's see if he can get any kills. He's like, oh, he's testing out this guy, seeing how good he is. Let's see, come on. Oh, he's actually going for the other guy. He's like, this guy is too good. I'm gonna try to fight the other guy. Come on, get a kill. Just one kill. Whatever. You're just gonna sit back there and pretend you're fighting. I know you. Alright, so I'm forming up my army. I'm about to go after these archers. I've been skirmishing them back with my Devor. And here's another cav unit we did not see earlier. It's the Zij. I have no idea how to pronounce. I'm not even gonna try, but you guys can let me know how to pronounce it in the comment section. But you know, that's my thing. You know, I just don't pronounce things correctly. I'll just live with it. Here we go. Come on. Come on, Orthodox Knights. Charge in there. Through the trees. Going for the archers. Lances down. This is an easy target for them. There's nothing... They will not sing songs about this charge. Because it's peasant archers. It's not a big deal. There we go. So they should break pretty quickly here. They've now dropped their lances and took out their maces. But I am going to run through them a little bit here and then get another charge in. He's got some troops over on this hillside. He's got some spear sergeants looking over. Could you imagine being a soldier here, seeing that army cross the river, being like, oh god, we just need to fall back to the city or back to the fort here. And now he's preparing his troops. I took out his catapults with my catapults. So he's getting ready his defense. We finally have broke through the troops over here. Look at all the carnage, all the dead soldiers in this fight. And now we can finally move on to the main target, the fort. It's going to be a long and brutal battle for these choke points, but it's something we must do to stop the Hungarian invasion. Alright, so he's got a troop His troops over here. This is where he retreats his men. He feels like it's a waste to just, you know, have his men up there. So he's gonna fall back. And the arrow tower is already firing at me. I just love the like outer defenses of the fort. Like that looks so cool. I wish there was more maps like this in just like the vanilla of the game. More river forts. But the sergeants are. Looks like the American flag. Cool. The sergeants are looking across. They're like, "Come on, men, quickly get back to the defenses." Oh wait, what is this? The cav is headed straight for us. Oh, they're going into shield wall. Here we go, guys. Very brutal charge. Oh, jeez. That shield wall actually helping out against that charge. I still got some kills, but he could have lost a lot more. Oh, that guy, that poor horse master. Get out of there, cav. And now his spears trying to go after my cav, but I'm gonna get them out. And I was just giving him a little charge, just telling him what for, you know. But now I'm moving up my archers. I'm gonna attack in waves because obviously I don't want to send everyone at once over into like one choke point. That would not be good. Come on, Devor. Oh, he's actually firing back. Let's see. Oh my goodness, that's a direct hit, burning my troops. I gotta take out that catapult, but the catapult crew is wavering, so that's good. I don't know why. I guess they're so depleted. But it's time for us to move. I've got my more depleted troops. They're gonna charge up first to take all the ammo. And I'm also beginning the assault over on this side. It's pretty hard to manage an army of 40 units. Sometimes you just lose track of what you have, and some units will be standing around doing nothing. So if you ever see that, that is why. It's because I have a giant army. Here we go. So in the front lines here, he's got, what, spear sergeants? And then over in the trenches, he has the halberdiers protecting each other. Look at all the dead halberdiers that died from that artillery fire. That is crazy. There we go. The archers are now firing. The catapults once again firing, trying to soften up the defenses. And here we go. This is where I begin the assault for the fort. Oh, I love that, how they just push themselves into the lines. So that is my first unit I'm going to send up there to try to take out their defense. I am getting a couple hits on his halberdiers. And here comes the next unit. I'm actually getting some axemen into the fight. Oh, yes. Let's get a nice close-up here on the axemen. Oh, yes. Good kills, good kills. Oh, that guy's just sitting there. He's like, oh, God. I never knew I would be so, like, entertained by people dying. They're virtual people, so it's fine. Alright, and then here comes my spears. I'm going to charge into his outer defense here. Get ready, men. Get ready. Give them hell. I formed shield wall right at the end there. And I've got my other unit about to go in. Shield wall, shield wall. Oh, it's too late there. Oh. And now he's got his sergeants going in as well. That is not good. But hopefully my spears can hold. I don't really have a lot of units nearby to try to protect them. I do have some swordsmen. I believe this is some Drazina I'm going to try to flank around with. So here they go. Oh, what? That's not flanking around. That's just going into the fight. And then I've got my cav also flanking around. I'm going to try to get some hammer and anvil. Alright, so let's head back and see what's going on over here. Big fight. Big fight. I've got spears mixed in with my axemen. Don't help the wounded. Fight. That's funny. But we are slowly breaking through. Over here, he is starting to waver. I had to send forward some Rus spearmen. A lot of my swordsmen that first charged in, they are breaking from the fight. That's to be expected, though. Nothing surprising there. And I'm sending in more swords into the fight, guys. More Drazina, and he's trying to chase down my cav. I'm just trying to get him to micro a little bit and break his defense. But again, this was just a very laid back, just trying to fight for, you know, an epic battle, me and Jackie Fish. We usually, when we play, we're not very competitive. We just want to see, like, cool, crazy fights. And this battle is so much fun. That's the cool thing about this mod, is, like, the experience you get from watching the battle is completely different than when you first played it. Like, you get to really get a close-up view of this battle. It's so cool. So we did break over on this side, but we are holding pretty well over there. My cav is pretty much dead. They're very depleted, so they're not really going to get a lot done. Let's now head back over here, because it looks like, yes, we are pushing, and the halberdiers, so depleted, so banged up and harassed by archers and artillery, that they are breaking to spearmen and a small unit of axemen, some Drazina. And this halberdier unit is about to be surrounded into... Oh my goodness! They just wrecked that unit. Did you see that charge? My goodness. But we've got them flanked, so that's really good. They should break here pretty quick. Yes! Oh, I got some friendly fire going on with the arrows, but they will break here soon enough. Oh, jeez. Seeing the blood. Look at all the blood on the battlefield. It would smell really, really bad over here. It would be a stinky, stinky scent. Smell like iron. And here we go. Here comes the great push into the choke points. So the battle for inside the fort has begun. Some cool shots right here. But it's going to be really tough to break down this defense, this square formation. Pavi's crossbows firing over. Look at that shot right there. Like, fire the men at the trenches. They should have put oil in the trenches and be able to, like, burn it. That would be sweet. Why is that not a thing? And here comes another unit charging in. Drazina. Again, I'm just trying to take out this defensive position. Let's now look at the situation over here. Still a lot of fighting. I'm actually having to send in my Devor. I did not expect the Hungarians to hold on for this long. So I've actually got my Devor fighting in melee, which looks pretty cool. And he's charging more of my Devor, getting them back into normal formation, like tight formation, so they can be a little bit more effective in battle. And then I've got more reserves being pushed forward, try to protect this gap in the center. My archers are up here firing. I'm actually going for his crossbows, his Pavi's crossbows. See what he's doing here. Oh, he's breaking. That's what he's doing. And now we push to the final lines in this outer defense. Here we go. Charge. Charge in my infantry. Take them out, boys. Take out those spears. All right. I just got to take out a small handful of resistance, and then soon I can push on this fort on all sides. Oh my goodness. More artillery coming in. It might be burning my own troops, but I am taking out this very strong unit, so it's worth the friendly fire. And look at this brutal fight between massive shields and massive men. Oh, but artillery just missing, hitting that tower. Oh, look at the blood on the battlefield, the burnt up ground from the artillery. And this square unit holding for dear life. Oh my god, that is so cool looking. Right there. Look at that. Come on, Drazina. This is going to be a brutal, long choke point battle. I'm trying to maneuver around him. It's just really difficult. Like, my troops kind of act like magnets. They just want to, like, fight the nearest troop instead of just trying to maneuver around. Here comes my big axes. I'm gonna try to, you know, shatter their shields, chip through them. And finally, we have cleared up the outer defense, but it was a brutal fight out here. And now we need to capture the arrow towers to try to silence them, because they are getting a decent amount of kills. And my secondary army over here, they've taken a lot of casualties. I mean, this is what I'm left with, I think, right? Yeah, that's everything. Oh, that artillery. It looks like I'm going for this unit now. Taking out some tents here. Oh, yes, look at, he broke my troops, so it's time to send in another wave. This is all we can do in this situation. Send in another wave, boys. Got some Rus spearmen going in. I believe at this point he has his his general is nearby, keeping the troops inspired. I wasn't targeting his general because I thought that would be pretty cheap. I mean, I want the general to fight and have an epic battle. I have respect for the enemy general. Not really, but you know. Oh, that guy got knocked down. Get up, dude. Get up. I guess he's playing dead. I didn't see him get hit. Oh, there he goes. He's getting back up. That would be funny to have like a pretend you're dead animation. Just like, okay, we're not going to survive this, so I'm going to pretend I'm dead. Oh, good push there by my Drazina. And another epic duel. It looks like my my guys are looking the wrong way. What are they doing? Go and fight. Fight them. My axe is trying to break through. Got the crossbows up here. They're firing at the very end of this unit here. I'm pretty much out of artillery ammo. And this defense is doing so well. It's a lot better over here than the other side, at least for Jackie Fish. Oh, look at this wall. It is so cool. These crossbows got a little bit of an angle on my Drazina. But I noticed that there's nothing over here defending this side, so I'm going to charge in my Drazina. I've got my Devore kind of up over here, firing over the walls. This is pretty cool.
Hurry them! Give them no escape!
Yes, fire over, fire over. Here comes my Drazina charging in. Nothing's there to stop him. Oh, also, I charged in another unit. So he's got his spears over here protecting the path that you must take to cross. So he's trying to protect the other side of the fort. Now he's got his crossbows going into battle. So they've taken out their swords, dropped their crossbows. And this battle's still going on. Let's go ahead and check out the other side of the fight. Yes, Jackie Fish's general. He's running back and forth, protecting both fronts. Such a noble general, such a brave general. And I've got about, wow, I've got like 1,500 more men than him. Pretty crazy. We both started with like, I think, at the beginning I had like 800 more troops than him. So, but you know, most of the troops that he lost were like low quality troops. Oh my goodness! Look at this the spears over there. They're like, oh, we need to break